Hello everybody, welcome to my little movement thingamabobber. Anyway, so what I'm going to be talking about is, I'm trying to get through this pretty fast, but I'm doing dead zoning, and dead zoning is basically shooting in between your strafes. Everyone does this a little differently. The specific method that I use has some like inspiration from like Premi and Noted, if you know who Noted is. But yeah, I'm going to show you a couple ways you can do this. So there's the first standard way that most people do, which is just counter strafing back and forth, and that is where you just like go in a single direction and you just tap A right when you shoot. Right? Most people do it like back and forth. But yeah, but there's also another way where you just like tap A, you tap your shoot and the strafe key at the same time. Because in Valorant you don't need to do the counter strafing, so that's another way you can do that. But the thing that I'm gonna do is combining all of these things where you just combine them and then you're able to add a little head like a little head bop in between the shooting, and it kind of just looks something like this. I'll get bots in a second. It's kind of hard to do. I think it's harder to do it against bots than an actual player, but yeah. Which is, I don't know, it's weird, but so anyway, going into steps. So the first step, and we're gonna do the second method just because it's easier to explain it like this. So the first step you're gonna want to do is just get the timing down of pressing A and shooting at the same time. So just being able to do this, and never gonna be perfect. And the amount of distance you can vary. Obviously, it's like your choice how far you want to strafe. Yeah, but then after that you want to add the little tap crouch. You crouch and then shoot, so crouch, move, shoot. It's a little hard to do, but once you get that down, you're just able to cycle in between, and you have to add the aiming portion, obviously, and that's the fourth step. So the first step is shooting and moving simultaneously, and then the second step is tap crouching tapping crouch before you shoot, and then the third step is adding or getting rid of the pause in between the cycles, and the cycles is just like these, like that would be 3 cycles. And then the fourth step is just obviously adding in the aiming, where you just have to aim at the target as you go. But yeah, it's another thing I want to mention though, completely unrelated to what I just talked about, but anyway, there is a distance in Valorant where you will just not you will build up momentum. So there's an idea of momentum where it's like 3 steps before you start going full speed. And you can see like when I do these like really small movements, it's going to be really small, but you build up momentum over 3 steps. But anyway, the reason I say that is because if you're standing on a line, and so say, let me get over behind a wall. Let's just say you're behind a wall. Instead of walk peeking, which I see a lot of people do, you just want to kind of step back a little bit and just make sure you're far enough so that you can build full momentum when you go for the actual swing, but then you go for the actual swing like that, right? But then there's another thing you can do is where you can do this without making any noise. So you can do this little thing where you clear these angles very fast and not make any noise. They already made noise because I'm a little troll, but yeah. You're able to do it without making any noise if you get good at it. And you can also do that with counter strafing. I think it's a little harder to get the timing down with this counter shapes, but that's also it. But yeah, that's it for me. I will go show you a little bit of it in action, but yeah.